Alright, this is my new view on it. Obviously, I'm a follower of Bruce Lee, and I'm a promoter of his teachings and the Chinese culture as a whole. And Bruce Lee is one of my main guides in what I do. Um, but I think that his teachings, it can't be something that you just accept and say, okay, that's truth, and this is what it is. I feel that you need to really experience the truth yourself and come to a certain realization from your own inner wisdom. But based on that, Bruce's teachings are very complex. They're like there's two sides to everything, and I could understand his side. But basically, what I want to say is that like a martial artist cannot be like a jack of all trades. Like you can't just know everything and just like claim everything. You can't say that, oh, you're a master of kung fu, you're a master of wushu, you're a master of Wing Chun, you're a master of Chole Fut, you're a master of karate, you're a master of Shotokan, you're a master of, judo, you're a master of aikido, a master of Filipino stick fighting, you're a master of Muay Thai boxing, you're a master of boxing, you're a master of basketball, you're a master of football. I mean, you can't ever claim everything. Like, if you don't have a focus, in your training, if you don't have a foundation, it's almost like, you're just, like, you're never really truly developed in any area. It's like trying to go into college and then like they ask you what your major is and then you say that you want to major in every single subject that there's available. It's impossible. You can't. You gotta like focus your energies on like deciding on what you want to focus on. So for me, it's like my focus is like street survival when it comes to combat, like street survival, like what I need to do to train to survive on the streets. Like no rules, like anything goes, and just basically following the guidelines of the law in which to defend yourself when you're allowed to by law. Obviously I'm not gonna fight the police because I know that this is pointless. But if somebody's trying to hurt me, will the law allow me to defend myself? And if the law will, then I'll do what I need to do. The law will never say, hey, if somebody's trying to kill you, you're not allowed to eye jab them, or you're not allowed to stab them, or you're not allowed to shoot them, or you're not, allowed to kick them in the groin area. No, the law is going to say you do whatever is necessary to protect yourself if you feel that you're in great danger. And that's what I'm going to follow. That's my focus. Like, I can't focus on that and then claim to be a master at boxing at the same time. I can't, like, focus on that and then claim to be, like, a master at wrestling at the same time. I can't focus on that and then claim to be, like, a master of, like, basketball. It's like, you got people, like, somebody like Michael Jordan who was, like, one of the best in basketball. Now, he was the best in basketball, but it doesn't mean that he's going to be the best in baseball, in which he clearly demonstrated that he wasn't. And then this obviously he can't be the best at golf either, which he clearly demonstrated that he's not. You can't be a master in everything. You got to really find what you're good at, what you're naturally good at, maybe what you're born to do in this world, and then you do it, and then you master that, what you're born to do. And some people are just born to be martial artists. Some people are born to be like basketball players. Some people are born to be like wrestlers. Some people are like born to be actors. Some people are just, born with these natural gifts that where somebody else could try as hard as they want, but they'll just never get there because they weren't born to be that. Like somebody like Usain Bolt, he was born with that body that allowed him to have like the fastest, to become like the fastest human being in the 100-meter dash. Not anybody could do that. It's like, I feel that we need to really focus on finding out what we are naturally gifted at, and just going with that, and just basically reaching our full potential. You know, we can't just like be like, well, you know, we'll just do everything. And you know, and I think, you know, Bruce Lee's teaching as far as like using no way as way and no style as style. And you know, it's almost like, I think some people get it confused, and they're like, oh, you know, then that means I'll just practice everything. And you know, if you practice everything, you're gonna be a master at nothing. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna have any focus. You know, like Mondays you go to a karate school, Tuesday you go to a Wing Chun school, Wednesdays you go to a Keto school, Thursdays you go to a Judo school. You know, or like, well, I already said Judo, but Thursdays you go to a boxing club. Friday you go to a fencing club. Saturday you go, to a wrestling club. Then Sunday you go to, I don't know, a Krav Maga, school. It's like you're not gonna have any focus in anything. You're just gonna be confused, and it's gonna be a big mumbo jumbo. You know, it's like trying to say, oh, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a dentist, I want to be a scientist, I want to be a philosopher, I want to do everything. You can't do everything. You just have to like choose what you want and then go for it, you know? I mean, that's the way I see it, you know what I mean? Like, I really embrace Bruce's teachings, and I see the truth in it, but I also see the other side of it too, where it's like, you can't be a master in everything. You just can't. And even Bruce had like his ideas in like focusing on something. He was focusing on street survival too when it came to combat. He wasn't into boxing and wrestling and combat sport. He was focused on street survival. That's what he was training in. So even he had a focus. So that's the thing that I wanted to mention today.